you know, some more of those memes. Some more of the memes. Some more of the top tier memes. Since we know last week's, which technically actually was Wednesday for me, I think I actually covered it. Oh boy, was it full of those references, full of those dank references that myself were looking for. That also like Paradox reference was one of the best ones I've ever seen in my lifetime. I was like, yes boy, yes. So if we get some more of those, references. So yes, I am back today covering some more Pop Team Epic. In this stream we are covering episode 5 of Pop Team Epic, which happens to be almost halfway through the series, which I actually was surprised about when I read the actual episode title. I was like, oh Christ, we're almost halfway through the season already. And I was like, it's already going really fast. Holy crap. So yeah, as I always say, I have no idea what to expect, but you actually never can expect anything with the show because it always just randomly, you know, surprises you with something. That's on Twitter. I've gone live with Pop Team Epic. There we are. Otherwise, in case no one knows, I've gone live on Twitter. Just in case. You never know. Just never know these things. Okay, so anyway, let's start this thing in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin this thing now. No! They did do it. They've done it, haven't they? They've already done it. The madmen did it. The madmen did it. The madmen did it. They did a reference. They did a nice boat reference. I mean, it's not a new reference, but still, the madmen did it. Nothing's out of bounds with this show at this point. I mean, if you're referencing wacky races, there's nothing out of bounds in this show. Essentially. Oh jeez, I love this show so much. I saw it trending on Twitter, I was like, oh my god, they actually made the nice boat reference. I actually can't believe this show actually broke the internet. And actually then resurrected the internet, actually made it its own. Let's face it, this show actually kind of did in theory destroy everything, but then resurrect everything at the same time. It pulled in the Ava, but like on a bigger scale. That's actually what happened. I wish I caught the ball like that in my life. Just because, man. Where have I heard her voice before? I've heard her voice before. It's bugging me because I know where it's from. Gundam motion dancing. Wait, what? What? Though I heard her voice, it's really irritating because I know where it's from and just can't put a finger on it. Did this pull a massive Alice in Wonderland reference just then? A low-key Alice in Wonderland reference. Okay, more importantly than usual, what the F was that? More than usual, more than usual, like, what? Huh? Huh? What? Is this? No, this can't be that particular reference to that one game that Penn and Teller did back in the day, that it's all about them going for 8 hours across the desert. I'm gonna say, I mean, Popping Epic does get really particular with its references, but it can't be that particular. It never gets old, that reference. I swear to God, it has to be a reference to that one game Penn and Teller did back in the day, got cancelled, but then it actually resurrected as a PC game. So it looks exactly the same, because it's just one massive road. It seems a very particular reference to make, because it's like one of those ones that no one knows. But at the same time, they made a Wacky Races reference last week, so I'm not surprised they actually did make that reference. So far, yeah, it actually very much is just something. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's Kintoki. No way. No way. Hold the phone. That's Kintoki, isn't it? I'm not going nuts. That's him. I like how they're perfectly emulated the whole entirety of the shoujo genre in like one panel. It's absolutely perfect. This thing is very much is live. But have I heard the other man's voice from? I say both come from Gintama. I'm not picking it up. That's gotta be Kintoki, because you can hear it slightly just pierce through his voice. I can't put my finger on if I heard a voice before. It's from somewhere. Like very recently as well. Wait, is that Shimada? No. That could. It's Sakamoto in Gintoki, isn't it? It's Sakamoto in Gintoki. No way. Stop! It has to be them, isn't it? That's why I'm losing my mind. No. It's Gintoki, definitely. I can hear it straight away. As soon as you actually take away the actual voice filters, it's actually him. Oh, no way, it's a Sakamoto Gintoki in one episode. I have to consult the old Reddits after this, because it has to be them. It's got to be two people from Gintama. They can't put Sugita in just some random person. They always have to keep this two of the same anime. That's how they've always done it. Because the other one it could be is the other person it could be is Dio, but it can't be Dio. The thing with Gintoki's voice, with Sugita, you actually hear it straight away. You know it's him. Like, he's like, ah, it's Gintoki. Straight away. With everyone else, you got to sit there like, is it them? That's what this show does to you after all. You just sit there and wonder, is it them? Because you can hear it straight away, that's Kintoki. It's definitely Takasugi either. It's not Hijigata either. That's for definite. That's for definite. It's not Hasegawa. It's Hasegawa. I swear it's already been. I'm still trying to go over them. I'm still trying to get a hold of the references here because there's a few I can actually pinpoint, but I'm trying to figure out whether or not this actually is the Route 66 reference of that game, like that no one knows about. It's the Penn and Teller game that goes on for 8 hours, which is the Endless Road. Because it seems as if it's trying to reference that. So I'm trying to figure out whether or not it actually is. I mean, there's particular references this show does make, so it's like, is it? That's the problem with this show. That's what I'm getting as well. A lot of the voices I've heard, but I can't pinpoint who they are. Because I've heard them so many times, it's like, okay, I can't pinpoint the character. Because 9 out of 10 times you get that one character that you always associate with the voice actor, so you can pinpoint straight away. So with Sugita, you always get Kintoki. You're like, oh, it's Kintoki straight away. That's how you always know it's him. Right, let's consult the old Reddits. I need to find out whether or not I'm actually going nuts. Because there is something going on here, definitely. It has to be. I'm losing my mind, I think. Hold up a second. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, so it's Yakamura and Yuichi. Right, okay. I'm pinpointing it. I'm getting it. I know who it is! I know who it is! It's Tsuji from Fugatsu. From Sangatsu. That's who it is. That's who it is. Ah. Yeah, he's also damn it. Yeah, because he's Kintoki from the Gintama as well. Ah, it makes sense now. I knew he was one of those voices I knew, but I could not pinpoint who it was. Ah! It might be them because I've got to find the problem is you have to you have to actually kind of I don't even know. Because it takes quite a while to actually figure out who they are, because a lot of the voices change per episode, so you have to actually kind of get like a hold of them, like afterwards. You're like, okay, who is it? But now I know it's Yuichi Nakamura. I'm like, ah, it makes sense. It all makes sense when you think about it. The problem is, I think Yuichi's voice is actually kind of hard to pinpoint. Sugita's one was like, yeah, that one was straight away. You're like, that one was easy. The same thing goes with the girl in the shoujo one. 1830, let's have a look. Oh, I know what... Yeah, you mean the intermission. Ah, I see what you mean now. No, it's Gintoki, I think. It's really kind of mellow out a Gintoki, I think. Oh man, that was great. That was good. Oh, not the intermission. Okay, hold up. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's scrub backwards. No, I think that it's just Sugita. I think it's just him. Now that I listen to it a bit more, I think it's just Sugita. I think Nakamura might be there as well, but I think it's mostly just Sugita. Man, I thought it was Sakamoto and Gintoki originally, but it's Kintoki and Gintoki in the end. Man, it would have been kind of cool if it was Gintoki and Sakamoto. That would have been awesome. So I could actually hear. I was like, am I hearing Sakamoto or am I going nuts? It's one of those ones that sort of gets you. Like, this anime gets you because you hear voices. You're like, I've heard that voice somewhere. And you sort of pinpoint the characters around. You're like, wait a second, is it that person? But then when you find out, it's like, oh no, it's not that person. It's someone else. And it sort of just gets your brain like, what? Afterwards, when you figure it out, like, ah. But the girl in the shoujo manga portion of the episode, I've heard her voice. And I can't figure out where it is. I know the anime. I know where I've heard her voice, but I can't pinpoint the character. Which is really annoying me. Oh, that's annoying me now, because I know the character. Because it was Gintama, I thought, oh my god, how do you Sakamoto? Because it couldn't be Takasugi, because, let's face it, you would hear Dio Brando straight away. Same thing goes with Hijigata as well, same thing goes with Hasegawa, same thing goes with Shinpachi, Kaga, and everyone like that. You hear them straight away. Problem is with Sakamoto, you do get those varying degrees of his voice. It sort of throws you off kilter a little bit. But no, it was in the end. It was Kintoki. I thought, oh okay, that was alright then. That kind of cleared that one up. Because my voice acting knowledge kind of just varies a little bit from time to time. Also happens to be most of the free Gatsu cards have to be in this show as well. I just realised that. So anyway, yeah, let's talk about this episode for a bit. This episode's actually really freaking great. it was an episode, I must say. Really, more than usual. It was one of those episodes that makes you just go, wait, what was happening? That's the problem. This show, everyone sounds familiar because it's just one massive VA show that you just like, wait, who is it? Oh, 1937. That's Sugita. That's Sugita. That's definitely Sugita. You can hear it straight away. Oh no, that's the wrong intermission. Was that Sugita? I just realised it's the wrong intermission. That sounds like Yanagihara a little bit. Yeah, it sounds like Yanagihara. That's what it sounds like. I just realised. It sounds just like Yanagihara. As I say, I listened to it the first time. I was like, it's him, isn't it? As I say, it has to be him. I was listening to it. I was like, that's definitely him. I like how this show turns into a massive VA game. You have to figure out who it is. Like each moment, you're like, it's him, it's her. You have to like figure it all out. It's like one massive puzzle. This is why this show's great, because you have to like figure out afterwards who the voice actors are. I mean, some of them, as I said beforehand, you do get them straight away, but I like the fact they actually do change them up each time, because you do get a different I can't speak. You do get a different take each time. I actually kind of like the fact that each character that portrays the two of them, they both fit them so goddamn well that it's just like they could go the whole entire series just voicing them. It wouldn't be any different. It is freaking great. I actually kind of like it for that reason. But yeah, that is 100% Yanagihara. I was like, it's him. It's definitely him. Oh man, that was great. But yeah, I mean, we're about 5 episodes into this series so far, and I think this show still is kind of, it hasn't lost its steam, because a lot of shows tend to kind of fall into the pitfall that you tend to kind of like, oh, it's actually kind of losing steam. It gets a little bit kind of the samey, but this one, it kind of just throws too many things at you that you just sort of like, I can't predict it. And you sort of get something new each week, and I'm actually kind of like it for that one reason as well. Is that we're getting something each week that actually really does add to the whole entire thing. Because if I remember correctly, if I'm not mistaken, Abuto voiced Pipimi in the first episode, I believe. Or was it Papuko? One in the first episode. One of them, he voiced her, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It's a testament to the writing of this show, and the fact of how surreal it is, that you sort of just, you can't predict it, and I think that's what makes it work. Because if you can predict what's going to happen next, the show wouldn't have so much impact. But because you can't predict it, you're sort of just sitting there like, what the F is going on here? And you just can't take it in. You just sit there and laugh. Because it's just surprising each time. I think it just works so goddamn well. I think we need more comedies like this, especially in the real world as well. Like, real life comedy tends to kind of tilter upon the idea of it being the same, but you get that one show that really just kind of blows out of proportion and actually kind of makes you a really freaking funny show. Same thing applies here. So it's great that we actually kind of get this show that has not lost steam of episodes, that really just keeps on going and going and going, kind of making really obscure references that you would never expect a show to make, especially in a genre, because the other show you would expect it to make is Gintama, and Gintama's done a load as well. So it's one of those things, I actually really do like it for that reason, and the show is just so freaking fun to watch. It's a nice show to end the week on as well, if you have to have a long-ass week. It's a really good show just to kind of unwind for a bit, and actually kind of just turn off for a bit and laugh, and just remind yourself that anime is actually a piece of escapism sometimes. It's kind of nice. I actually really do like it for that reason. So yeah, all in all, 5 episodes in, the show still has not gotten a less than a 9 out of 10 for me. Might even push up to a 10 out of 10, I'm not even too sure. I got Sugita this week, so I'm just like, yeah, why not? Why not? You got me. 10 out of 10. Sugita's in the show now. Because everyone knows I always go to where Sugita is, because he's my boy. He's my boy. So yeah, I mean, I don't know who's going to be next week. So I kind of was like, I saw a picture on the internet. It was like, it had everyone that was in the episode so far. I saw Sugita. I was like, wait, no. And it was actually, I was like, yeah, it's Kintoki. I was like, thank God. Because you can hear his voice straight away, like, it's Kintoki. So I love him. He's also Kyon as well. But he's also a bunch of other characters. But he always knows Kyon and Kintoki. But yeah, I mean, hopefully the show continues in this vein, because again, it's one of those ones that it's going to have its ups and downs, I think. Like, maybe this one episode might be better than the other. Maybe the jokes in this episode might not kind of land with people more than the other ones did. But it's one of those kind of shows that you have to kind of take it for face value that sometimes you won't get constant quality. That might be one episode that might not be kind of great. The rest of the episodes are fantastic. It always happens with certain shows. Certain shows do tend to have it, even the best ones do. Game of Thrones, for example, in the live action era, has had its fair share of terrible episodes, though it started off freaking fantastic. It's one of those things, it happens. So don't ever kind of disregard the show, because it can come back and actually deliver an amazing episode once again. So yeah, I mean, all in all, it really was a fantastic episode. It made some obscure references, I think. I'm still trying to figure out whether or not it actually is an obscure reference. I'm not too sure, but if I am, I'm actually kind of a genius, if it actually happens to be that one reference. I'm not actually kind of banking on it actually is that reference, but I hope it is. But yeah, I mean, damn. Also, I also like the fact it riffed upon the whole shoujo genre. I was like, that's a good reference to make, because it was like one of those things, it kind of riffed upon the idea of like how these genres can have really obscure plot twists and everything like that, and how they tend to have it like kind of obscure and actually kind of very, very obtuse like plot ideas as well. Especially the idea of how two people tend to kind of have to be brother and sister, though they love each other. It's one of those things I actually kind of enjoy the fact that I actually kind of riffed upon it. I thought it was actually one of those things, because it's actually one of those, I think we've got a show this season like that, but it's in the Yuri genre stuff. So I thought it was actually kind of a very timely thing to do. So yeah, all in all, fantastic again, Boxing Epic. You're doing a good job. I can't say I'm actually not enjoying your show, because it's fantastic, and also nice use of the boat reference as well. I thought it was actually kind of a neat use of that whole entire thing, because it's an overused reference. It could be wrong. I mean, it's everywhere at this point. I mean, practically a lot of shows have made the reference, but it's still, once it's used correctly, it's actually one of those ones. It feels fresh again. I actually kind of like it for that reason as well. So yeah. That has been me for today. Do apologise for my lack of anything yesterday. I actually was really freaking ill yesterday. I have no idea what happened. I'm still trying to get over it, so that's why I'm actually kind of not really streaming too much today, because I want to stream everything else when I'm actually kind of in full health, before I don't know what will happen if I don't. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow I might be back in full health. It's sort of passing at the moment, so I might be okay tomorrow, hopefully. So yeah. I do apologise once again, but hopefully by maybe Tuesday next week I actually might be back to normal schedule. Maybe. Just maybe. So yeah, with all that said, I have indeed been the driver. If you have enjoyed this whole entire stream on Twitch, and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed, it does help me. It does help me quite a bit. There we are. That's my throat just dying. Did I say do leave a like or do leave a follow? Do leave a follow, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. If you enjoy what I do here on YouTube and you want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. If you enjoy what I do here on YouTube and you want to stay a little longer, and you want to stay a little bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed it does help quite a bit. But until tomorrow, with whatever the hell I actually cover tomorrow, I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. I shall see you guys later.